Against the backdrop of the spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Army Black Knights, taking on the Air Force Falcons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11.
Let's see, we can pull this off.
Looking to move it through the air. Finds his target down the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first.
Too many animations on the game, yo.
Leaves it with the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Fullback's got it. And he takes it in for the score.
Big fullback.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Special forces.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed the 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
The first half draws near to a close. Here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
Bro, we can't get nothing going.
A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
And the Falcons line it up with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Air Force.
That's what I get for playing past the whole way.
Trying to put this one
Bastards.
Hammerlock here in week 10. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry
Making it difficult
game,
for me.
you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Movement here from the tight end. Trying to barge in. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Okay.
He's gonna pass. He makes the connection.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Nope.
That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, the ground game. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, he'll fire. Using the quick game. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And the Falcons will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Movement here from the tight end. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Falcons! And the punishment has been extended. They extend.
Quiet game, y'all. Quiet game.
They are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw.
Bruh, you had an interception.
They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
It's caught. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Quarterback will audible. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it! He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Awesome body control, and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Give to the big fullback. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To throw, it's Hayden. Makes the grab down the middle.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
2 o'clock.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance.
Ugly
like
game, y'all.
that is worth its weight in gold.
Super ugly.
Unbelievable effort here by probably the winning team in bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
That was a super ugly game, y'all. Turnover on the last play, man. I saw the holding flag, and I just like, I didn't know it was a holding flag, but figured it's probably going to be a holding flag when they, at the time they threw the penalty popped up on the screen. I'm like, damn. So I just threw it up. So only 60% completion passes. He's just a sophomore. 113 rushing yards. Didn't get in the end zone. But the other senior did. 77 rush yards and a touchdown. Both fullbacks got carries and got in the end zone. All three fullbacks got carries. Didn't they? Nah, I'm tripping. Yeah, all three did. I'm tripping. Yeah, all three of them got them. All right, y'all. Receiving information not that great. One sack given up. It was on the scramble. I ain't going to really count that against you. Look at the captain, the left guard. He had 9 pancakes, 9 of them. And Saavedra, the junior, 69. Nice. All right, man. Defense led with Ramsey and Magulagan. Okay. Got a few sacks in there. So, Air Force wins the Commander-in-Chief's trophy once again, beating Navy and Army. Stay tuned for more, y'all. We got more action to come until we get to College Football 26. And then we transition over to that one. So stay tuned, stay smart, and stay safe. Remix.